Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the love of the challenge. I am your host, Robert Stewart Jr., and my girl Becky's with me today. What's up?
Hey,
Well,
how's it going?
hey, it is going. It is going. Man, we are getting ready to get into it. First off, I want to do some housekeeping thing. I know the caucus challenge is up and running. The second episode is out there. Go out there and support them. We will be doing a live segment tomorrow at 9 Eastern time. Is that 9 Eastern time? Or
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern time, which is 8 p.m. Central time, my time, because we on the Central time. So it's going to be definitely a good discussion. Go tune in on YouTube. We are now on YouTube with challenge. I mean, not challenge. With For the Love of the Challenge. I just put out the Cyrus interview. I'm putting a lot of interviews that I've done in the past so you can see the video portion of that. And I also have audio on Spotify and iTunes. So go check us out, like, subscribe, whatever. Send them to you, please. Show your support. Uh, let's go ahead and get to it. What episode? This episode 9. We getting down to the wire, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost to the final. This episode was interesting. What did you think about this episode?
I mean, I found it interesting. The strategies, obviously seeing the reactions on like online, between the cast. So it was definitely. I feel like it was more dramatic than they're showing it because the way it just feels more dramatic. I don't
Hmm.
know if that's just me or
No,
what.
it is because you no longer are using Steve and Adam as the scapegoat, and so now it's becoming more dramatic, which is actually good because we need some spice in our life sometimes to get that dramatic, but it just doesn't sit right with the dramatic with me because it's not like the old days where you have a lot of hardcore drama. This is more like soft drama. So especially with you getting down to the wire, it's definitely becoming more and more interesting. With it seems like Veronica and Katie is running the show for the most part, but as we get along into this episode, we know this is their last episode for the season. Um, the challenge. I thought that was interesting. Bubble Bullseye. That was interesting where they go down this hill and the one that stops on the 25, they get the points, and then if you go past that, you get the lowest point. I thought this was interesting. This is one of my favorite games, honestly, in real life. I like this, especially they have this at the Winter Olympics. So I kind of when this they do play that, uh, it's
Where they shove people, or are you
shove
talking
people,
about
they
just
shove
the
the
puck?
object, the puck, or whatever they call it. I think it's interesting, but I felt like this one was interesting because everybody's fighting for that number one spot. Frank and Sam don't feel safe. Adam and Steve still don't feel safe. So it's a lot of teams that's on here that's like, hey, we need to win today, or I feel like we're going in. What was your overall feeling about this uh, challenge?
I mean, I think it was fun. I think it is very throwbacky to like the old school challenges. Not overly physical, but at the same time it's not like it's not a mini final, but it's definitely not a puzzle. So I liked the fact that they kind of switched it up a little bit. Um, I enjoyed kind of watching everybody's strategies on how to slow down.
Hmm.
Um, because
Especially when Davine was slowing down, that was funny how she was lean back.
oh no, yeah, she definitely figured it out because obviously you can't touch the ground, i.e. Nicole getting DQ'd because she put her hand on the ground. Um,
And Adam and
and
Steve hit the ground, so they end up getting DQ'd.
that was a completely different situation. I think that was just some way overcorrection. But the fact is I think what happened was as Davon pushed some of the backside of the bubble towards the ground, which did cause her to slow down enough to get that point. I did enjoy seeing um Davon winning.
Mm-hmm.
Shane's always been very hit or miss for me. I've always been a huge Day fan because she is such a character. And I think honestly, I can't see her winning the flagship. Um, but I can see her doing well on All Stars, even though she really shouldn't be on All Stars. Love you, Day, but you shouldn't be on here. You need to do the flagship and lose the flagship a bunch of times before
I think,
you're blessed with All Stars.
yes,
But
sooner or later she'll win one.
well, I can see her winning. I can't see her winning the flagship. I can't. I love Davon, but she's I don't know. I don't think she has the. I mean, she's a fighter, but I don't. And I think she has a lot of heart, but I just don't think she has the overall desire enough to win. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes. So
Like her heart only goes so far. Her desire only goes so far because Davon's not going to hurt herself. Davon's not going to risk bodily harm, in my opinion. I don't think she's the type to risk that
I
to win a final.
because
Like,
she's ran in the sporting race before, so that you can't get no brutal in running a sporting race.
well, it's not even that. Like, because the Spartan race is one thing. Like, I get the Spartan race. Hey, listen, I've never been to a Spartan race, and I understand it's challenging and it's hard and it's endurance and a lot of shit goes involved in there. There's a lot of difference between a challenge, in my opinion, and especially being in. They're not in the United States.
Right.
They're in a different country that has completely different terrain
And
and a situation where obviously you can get very sick. I mean, each one of the flagships, Davon has said, when she left Final Reckoning, she was very sick. Her first season, she left very sick. So I just don't think, I don't know if it's like, I just, yeah. There's a reason why she quit the challenge. She didn't want to go to the flagship anymore because she didn't want to risk that.
yeah, I
And I
mean,
don't blame her.
because you look at the flight that they have to take over, it was 14 hours. I was talking to one of Nelly's guys, and he was like, I'm not gonna tell you which one, but he was like, we're going.
Nelly?
Nelly guys, one of the St. Lunatics. Okay, so
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. I'm friends with one of the St. Lunatics. We've known each other for years now. He used to work at the gym I used to work out with at, and he's back with the group now. So I'm talking back and forth with him. I'm trying to get a date when he gonna throw out the first pitch at the St. Louis Cardinals game. So I need you to figure that out so I can go to the game because I'm trying to. But anyway, that's
You do love yourself some Cardinals.
yes, I do. So, but yeah, the flight itself, you're looking at maybe what, 12, 13 hours, and then you don't probably get enough recover time and everything. So that'll make you sick off the top of here. So I understand all that, but
Listen, 99% of these places are considered third world countries. Now, mind you, I'm using quotation marks in this. Obviously, I mean, look at what happened to Kara during War of the Worlds 2. She had a huge infection on her foot because she got scratched up in the middle of the final. So
right.
she was limping her way through the final and she had a huge issue
Yeah, yeah,
with getting that fixed.
yeah, that was
So
because I've
that's
had.
what I mean by health. It's not like she went home with a cold. She was legitimately ill from whatever happened there. But and injuries happen nonstop. I mean, people have severely injured themselves while doing this show. And I'm not saying they don't do it during like Spartan races or something like that, but it's a completely different.
I done seen some injuries in that.
Listen. It's a completely different ball game. I know you like comparing the two. In my opinion, it's not the same thing.
We'll talk.
But anyway, we'll talk. I don't care. But anyway, I can't see Davon pushing herself through that in a flagship. I just don't.
You
Like
got you want
I
to.
think the only reason she did All Stars is because it's All Stars and it's in essence challenge light.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
it's not going to have that same capacity, and we'll see how she does in the final if she manages to make it. I know she just got her star, and even we saw in the last preview, it's only 4 teams going.
right.
So even though 5 teams have stars, only 4 people are making it to the final. So
Right.
2 teams, one without a star and one with a star, are being booted. So
Right. So it's gonna be interesting. It's interesting to see how the dynamics has changed, especially with Steve and Adams not the Torkin anymore, which is good because I mean 9 times out of 10 you're losing to Steve and Adams, so they were smart not to go that route because they've pretty much dominated the eliminations this season. We may
I
see.
mean, I don't think that they were thinking of sending them into elimination. That's not the issue. I don't think they were going to send them into elimination, period. I think the question of is whose star are they stealing? So that's the thing in my mindset of what they were looking at. Because Turbo and Nani weren't upset that these two got sent into elimination. What they were upset with was whether or not their star was going to get stolen. And they were making very valid points
Mm-hmm.
where that is, listen, they shouldn't be in the final because they're 2 male team.
Mm-hmm.
They really don't have a weakness at the end of the day when it comes to a final versus like the female teams. I respect, love my females, but let's be honest, against 2 males, they're going to have a really rough go
Yeah.
against male teams or even male female teams.
Yeah, especially
So,
especially I said it before, when you have a person that has nothing to lose, like Steve said early on in the season, he said, I'm coming back with vengeance. So you better watch out. I'm coming back to win this season. So, and that right there told me, yeah, he's here to play, regardless if he go in elimination or not. So, I got to give him his props on that. But you fighting with fire by keep throwing them in. Yeah, sooner or later your number may be called, but we've seen it in the past
but
where people's made it to the final.
here's the thing. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're not focused on eliminations. They're focused on stars and the final because they're so close to the end. And you know that, Rob. At this point, it doesn't matter who gets dropped down into elimination. What matters is, do they have a star? And I think that what needs to happen and what needed to happen, and which didn't happen, is they needed to steal Steve
And
and Adam Starr.
yes,
But anyway, let's refocus back because I think we're kind of skipping ahead here. We're gonna end up having an argument, which is honestly we're saying the same thing, just in different fonts. Like
right,
I'm saying it because of this reason, you're saying it because of that reason. I
right,
don't care about eliminations anymore. Eliminations aren't my final thoughts. My final thoughts are on the final. So I guess basically I did like I mean back to what we were talking about. I did like the way the challenge was. I did think it was fun and it's a good way to kind of round it off. And I think that's why a lot of people also thought that this was going to be the final daily and that they were looking at moving into the final.
right. So
Your thoughts on the daily?
it was cool, man. I thought it was cool. I thought Davon and Shane
Shane. I almost
Shane
called him Sean.
winning the daily was pretty cool. Frank and Sam, they what is it called? They squared off in the end with Frank and Sam not winning. So Frank thought he was gonna go in, so he decided he wanted to talk to was it Adam that he was talking to? He was
He
talking
was talking to Adam. Yeah.
and Davon came and intervened and she said, hey, what's going on? I said, what's happening? So Adam was kind of explaining, hey man, you need to just come clean instead of trying to beat around the bush. And Frank was pretty much beating around the bush. And I felt like he should have came up clean to not get himself thrown into elimination. And all honesty and due respect, I'm throwing you in, regardless of what you say at this point, when you trying to talk behind people's back. And I felt like if this was the time to throw Sam and Frank in, this was the time to throw them in. What did you think about that whole argument? Because I thought for sure that Frank and Sam was going into elimination. But what did you think about that argument?
Um, Between the whole situation, I like that Davon and Davon's been peeping Frank doing the shady shit behind the sideline and behind everybody's back and I mean it's the same thing that happened on her Big Brother season because she was on a Big Brother season where they were the twins and they kept swapping
Mm-hmm.
and she's like And then mind you, I didn't watch this Big Brother season. I saw the clips. But she was talking about how something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And Davon's really got that kind of keen eye of something weird's up. And maybe it's vibes. Maybe it's because some people can just see through people. And I think she saw right through V. And I think she saw right through Frank because she's like, these are shady motherfuckers. Mind you, they could be great people outside of the challenge, great people, in general, but I don't trust them for shit. And she had the right thought. I love that for her. And she really did that. And I think that what she did was the right way. She's like, "Excuse me? I I'm the one that won. Are you trying to say that I'm not allowed to do something? We're going to stop me from doing what?" And I liked that Adam was up front because Adam's like, "I'm not going to get caught up and lie for you. I'm going to tell her the truth." And respect and props to Adam for not allowing himself to be brought into Frank's web of deceptions, because that also shows that he's a stand-up guy, and that she can trust him to, if you don't agree with my logic, you're gonna be upfront about it. You're not gonna like scheme behind my back.
Right.
So, and that's honestly a very old school move on Adam, because at the end of the day, they didn't really do a lot of scheming back in the day when
Right.
Adam was playing. It was a very straightforward game, and honestly, as and if you watch those old school seasons, that's why a lot of people loved All Stars, is because it's very straightforward.
Right.
It's very factual, you know? I like you. You won't go in. I don't like you. You're going in. You suck. You're bringing down the game. I'm sending you in. It's very straightforward. A lot of these newer players, quote unquote, and because Frank isn't necessarily a new player, but they rely on strategy and they rely on mind games.
Yeah, and plus he's been articulating certain things in the house, which is like, come on, y'all see through it. Why y'all just don't throw the man in? And he's just escaping every elimination. So we get to deliberation, and so we already know that Nicole and Mel is getting ready to go in. They voted them in.
Well, they volunteered.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. They did volunteer. I'm sorry.
So
They
it's
volunteered.
it's
Yeah, because
it
they
was a
want.
pretty easy decision.
So it was an easy decision because Nicole, like, yeah, let me go ahead and get my store. And honestly, when she volunteered, I said, whoever she go against, I think they may come back. Because she hasn't really, because when she normally comes to the challenge, she normally goes to a final, but she don't win it. So I'm like, she's back.
Melissa?
No, I'm talking about Nicole. Nicole has been
Oh.
a while since she's been to a final because she's been either DQ'd for something or she got hurt. Because I know the last time her shoulder popped out of her uh, socket and they had to pop it back in. I remember that because my mug was hanging out and they popped that mug in. And so she ended up getting disqualified. So she had to leave the game.
And
But
her first season where she made the final, Vendettas, she fucked up her leg.
no, that wasn't her first time. That was like
That
her.
was her first
Was
final. Cuz she didn't make it to the final during her first season, which was what? That was Invasion.
I'm gonna have
She
to go.
didn't make it to the final in Invasion.
I'm gonna have to go back and look. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
She
But
made, and then mind you, I really didn't watch Invasion because I just didn't like it.
I watched it.
I didn't like that at all. But anyway,
No, she wasn't. No, she made the final invasion. She just didn't win it because invasions. She was going against Camilla.
didn't she
And,
lose against this like because
no,
her and Corey
she
could
made.
not figure out a fucking
She made it to the.
puzzle?
She what is it? Because Camilla and Million Dollar Mitchell ended up coming first and second. Yeah, so I remember that. So yeah, but no.
Millionaire Mitchell won.
So she's made a final
Like it or not.
every season she's done. So it was kind of she had bad luck for the last few that she's been on.
Well,
So
during Vendettas, she did fuck up her leg. I don't know if she got. I honestly, I didn't watch Invasion as much as I should. I just know kind of the bare basics of it. But
Vendetta
during
messed
Vendetta, she fucked her leg up.
her ankle. That was her ankle she messed
Yeah.
up. Yeah, and then they ended up taking her out the game, so she ended up leaving the game unexpectedly.
And
So
then the next one is she popped her shoulder.
yeah,
So
that,
she's
that looked like that hurt it. I'm sorry it did. So but she a G. She a G. She came back strong. So I'm telling you, Nicole is the most competitive person I know. She thinking she can beat you in anything and everything. It's fun. So, but she's fun to mess with. But anyway,
she's just annoying to listen to. I cannot stand her voice. I can't. And she's stupid. She's so freaking stupid. Like I just like sometimes some of the things she says, I was like at least when Nelson says dumb shit, it's funny. Like he does it in a way that he's so confident in it that you can't help but laugh. Like I don't know, there's something so like likable about Nelson, even though he's that likable dumb guy. He's just
right.
a dumb jock. Whereas Nicole's a dumb jock that you just want to like stick a sock in her mouth and say,
Yeah, I say she's a dumb jock. No, I wouldn't say she's a dumb jock. She's very intelligent, though. I can tell you that.
I don't know. She doesn't sound very intelligent.
Trust.
Maybe it's just because I don't like her. So I don't know.
Right.
On the show, she's never been a genius. Okay.
What was your feelings about Nicole and Mel going in, volunteering themselves?
I think it's the only thing they can do.
Because you got to get it or to make the final. No.
I mean, when you look at the fact that there's so few teams left, because there was only 2 teams without stars. So, and they didn't win the star challenge. Right. They had absolutely no option. They had to go in. There was no choice. So at the end of the day, I didn't care. It like those last 2 teams mean like I love one person on each of that teams. I rock with Katie. Katie is a G. I love Katie. You know, since day one, big Katie fan, and I love Melissa. Like, mind you, those are my 2 girls. I just wish that they were a team together, and then Veronica and fucking Nicole could, you know, see themselves out the door. But I can't.
If Nicole and Veronica was together, I bet you Nicole would carry Veronica to the final. That would be funny.
Katie's been carrying Veronica, period. Like at this point, like people like Katie. They're not a huge fans of Veronica. But anyway,
what she used to be. So I mean, you know, I gotta give them their props though. They've made it this far. So if they make,
I mean, Katie's just a fucking adorable.
Yeah, they some G's. They some OGs. So I said, I got nothing but love for them, you know.
OGs.
Yeah, but Veronica time has, you know, shipped and sailed a long time ago. So we'll never see a dominant Veronica anymore like the old days. So
I'm down to see a dominant Katie. I want Katie to come back, and I want her to do. I'm so excited for her. I really hope she does more seasons.
I miss the old Katie where she goes off on people. I miss that Katie because like now you got the reserve mom and everything, so she's more calmer now. She's not gonna go off now.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as CT though. Like CT is not old CT, right? And even though I do miss the, you know, what you gonna do? What? You know, his outlandish personality. Like I miss that, and he still sometimes does it. But I mean, Katie is an older soul. I mean, I think she's gotten to the point where she's like, I can't be like that anymore.
Right, and I mean, we all go through that because I part of me can't do certain things, but I'll go off on you, and apparently I'll offend a lot of people too. So I'm like, if you either like me or you don't. It don't make me no difference. I'm getting old. I'm 42 years old.
Wait, who do you offend? I don't know anybody who doesn't like you.
Apparently, a lot of people. We'll talk more about that offline. So, because this has something to do with previous relationship that I don't want to.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about in real life.
Okay. Real life. Yeah, we talk about real life. So I'm me. Okay, if you can't handle me, I'm sorry.
I mean, you do get on my nerves, but
and I am funny. And if you can't handle it, I'm sorry. You know, you're gonna be all right. So
that's why me and you get along, Robert, because we're both very strong personalities, even when we don't agree.
Right.
But
So it's fun, you know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
this elimination,
Well,
what? Go
I
ahead.
wanted to talk to a little bit about kind of the dynamics in the house. Um, because how do you feel about V kind of stepping in? Because Nicole ended up breaking up with her girlfriend after this season.
Oh,
Am
really?
I think I want to say that she ended up breaking up because, again, I think from what I understand,
That's
she
not,
also cheated.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
kind of surprised. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this on her. If I don't even get her on her, that's fine. Nicole is a player. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm gonna call it what it is. I've seen it up close. I've seen it up close, so I know how she acts. She ain't changed. The older she get is the same. Because I met her one time when we were down at Yorkville for the volleyball tournament thing, and I kind of purposely messed with her on purpose to kind of fill out her personality. She's like a man disguised as a woman. Okay, that's why all the women want her because she's a woman. She got,
she's like what is it, scumbag Steve?
and it's just like really, it is what it is. She like women. I like women too. So I'm like, it is what it is. But Nicole, I'm sorry, she a player. She's a player from the Himalayas. But Nicole will bounce back. She blockade next. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I
That's
mean, I'm more thinking of like the fact that, watching her and Nicole's relationship kind of blossom, like, do you think something's there?
it can be. I mean, it can. I mean, yeah, if Nicole want it, she gonna get it. I'm gonna tell you that now. So that's what she gonna
Hmm.
do. That's what she always do. She gets what she wants. So more power to her though. You know what I mean? Because
What is it, by hook or crook?
right. You know what I mean? So I'll be like, what if she went? I'll be like, well, the typical Nicole. Because matter of fact, I'm gonna share some pictures with you. I think if I gotta find the pictures though, yeah. But anyway, I had to talk offline on some of that stuff.
I
Okay.
mean, I also like I'm frustrated because why is everybody so mad at Turbo? Is it because of the situation with him calling people out on not being nasty?
He, how can I explain? There's a barrier there, and I have a barrier with my Russian friend that I talk to all the time from Russia, and we talk off and on, and we actually sometimes video chat. But I'm sorry, I just don't understand, and I say it about 100 times, and I'll be like, okay, I understand. We got that language barrier, but it's a barrier there that I can't explain. It's just a barrier because he's not from the states, and we're from the states, so it's easy to relate with people from the states, from people from out of the states. So I mean, it's about getting to know. But from my understanding, he is a hole, and I could see why. Because I mean, we saw the conflict between him and Jordan on Water. I think that was Water Worlds. This is one of those World Wars.
Let's be honest, Jordan fucking egged that shit
That,
on.
that was so.
Jordan did that on
That was fun.
purpose.
I would have did that on purpose too, because that knowing my president, I would have did that too, just to get a rise out of him, because he was ready to fight him, and I'd have been laughing because I was like, I ain't going home. Put your hands on me so you can go home. It'd be more money for me. So
I mean,
uh,
let's be honest. Jordan did that 100% because he was trying to get rid of Turbo
yeah,
because Turbo's a risk.
that's what you.
Um,
Yeah, that's what you do when you want to get rid of somebody. You get under their skin so they can put their hands on you. I see that all the time in the school system. They be trying to do the
but the
same
thing,
thing.
but the thing is you're saying he's a dick, but I don't think he's a dick. I think he literally is just he's a cleanly guy. And the thing is when he was arguing with people, he wasn't telling people to stop making noise.
I
Like, it's not like he was saying everybody needs to shut up, I'm sleeping. Everybody needs to stop
mean,
doing whatever in the living room because I'm in here.
you
All
in.
he said was is clean up after
I
yourselves.
mean, you in
And
a
that's what he said he's frustrated with because he didn't want to have to clean up after everybody.
well, you in a house with I don't know how many people, and one thing that I had to learn, I was the oldest in college. Well, yeah, somewhat. I was like in the middle. You know, I was 25, I was living in dorms, and I'm just like the sleep. I'm not gonna go tell no young person to keep the noise down or whatnot
Well, he
because
doesn't. He never said that.
Right, but I'm using that as an example. But you living in a house with multiple people, you gotta adapt. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure you clean your part. But I'm not cleaning nobody else's part. You know how to tell them, hey man, you need to clean that up. Can you clean that up for me, please? I appreciate it. Come to him, talk to him side, man to man. Say, look, man, I know we in the house living together, but I need you to keep your shit.
But he didn't even do it in a nasty way.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. He's like, don't leave that there. Don't leave that there. Clean
But
that up. That's it. And mind you, I know he's not anybody's daddy, but at the same time, I get it because, again, that challenge house gets fucking nasty and
yeah,
everybody has said it. But the thing is it's not okay to do that. Like, what are you, a pig? Who raised you?
it's just because it's like I
And mind you, these aren't 20-year-olds, Rob.
yeah,
All these people are in their 30s and 40s.
right. So
Like, are you telling me that now, as a 30-year-old man, you're going to go into a house with a bunch of people and leave your dirty dishes all over the place?
me, I do that at home. I'm gonna be honest. It takes me a minute to clean, but I would clean it up because I'm like, if it's dirt bad, I'm gonna clean it up, I'm gonna get it out the way. And then, but you in the house with 40, 50 people. So you somehow y'all gotta have a team meeting or something and say, okay, or have a set schedule. Somebody gotta step up and say, we're gonna have a set schedule. These 4 or 5 people clean on this day. These 4 or 5 people clean on this day, and just have a
Or
schedule.
how about everybody pick up after themselves?
Yeah, I mean that too.
Like,
But
how about
you
you eat
also
off a plate, you take the plate
and you
to the
clean it.
sink?
Yeah, you clean it and then you put it up. So I
And
mean,
that's it. Like, I'm not even asking, I'm not even saying, hey, they have to wash their dishes. I'm saying, why are you leaving a bunch of moldy, crusty
that,
food
but
on a plate in a living room?
that goes back to setting the start. I mean, setting the tone the moment you arrive, or setting the tone when you first get on that plane, because you know what you in store for. Because that's like I ain't messing with that person, especially getting ready to go on the caucus challenge. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. I'm already kind of wrapping my head. It might happen, so I gotta adapt to some of these young people and knowing we come from two totally different backgrounds. I'm cleaning and all that. I'm not going to be worrying about all that because I know the fact that we're gonna have to have that discussion. I said we all adults here. We gonna have to have some type of rapport where we cleaning on the regular, you know. So
I
you
mean,
got
like I said, to me, it's not necessarily about, I'm not asking you to clean up the living room. This
right.
is not we're not talking about a chore wheel. We're not going to live with each other for the next year. We're literally, for the next couple of weeks, do what you would do as an adult.
At home, yes.
Pick up your plate, put it in the fucking sink.
And don't have
That's it.
clothes all over the place. You know what I mean? You got people
And
all over
don't
the place.
put your dirty ass socks on the carpet. Don't, like, next to my ass. Like, mind you, in my life, there's a few things I don't do. My common areas are clean. Bathrooms, kitchen, living room. That shit's clean. My bedroom will be a disaster, but I can close the door. That's not a common area. This is my bedroom. I can leave as much of a mess in my bedroom as I want. But in that living room, in that kitchen, in that bathroom, it's fucking embarrassing. Like, ew. Like, I don't want to see you're nasty. Like, you're not college students. And that's the thing. Like, these aren't a bunch of college students. These are a bunch of grown ass adults. Last I checked, Adam, you're old as shit.
Everybody's an adult because when you in college, especially regardless if you're in a dorm or not, you're an adult because ain't nobody gonna tell you to go to class. Ain't nobody gonna tell you to do this, do that. No, you an adult, you know. So
But anyway,
uh,
I don't understand if maybe Turbo just rubs people the wrong way, because
right,
it feels like there's such an aggression towards him, and I don't know where it's coming from. I I don't know where I just don't know what happened.
yeah,
Like, it doesn't seem like he's that aggressive. He just seems like a very chill guy.
yeah,
Like, you got into one argument with him and now he's a dick?
until you get them started, you just can't get them started, you know. So uh,
That's all men.
Yeah. So, but yeah, sometimes. But
And
anyway,
females too. Let's okay.
yeah,
We're not gonna say because females could be that way
the
too. I
same,
can be
the
that way.
same, the same. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the elimination. Let's get on and talk about this elimination. We know that
Well,
well,
let's talk about the deliberation between Davon. Do you think Davon made the right decision and letting um Shane choose the way he did? Because it looks like, and the reason I think Turbo and Nani wanted that to happen is because they would rather have like a star holder go against a non-star holder to try and steal that star. Um, but do you think it was because Davon did try and make that whole "what if we don't
well,
agree" statement?
I don't know about her because she kind of, and I was gonna talk it towards the end, but I'll talk about it now because she was talking about Turbo and Nani being friends and not wanting to go that route, and she had opportunity to actually do that in the elimination where she could have, and she was like, "No, I'm playing." So she was looking at this as what's better for my game. How can I get to the money quicker, or how can I get to the money? So she kind of took that all in consideration. She said, "Yes, we are friends. If we are friends, we'll still be cool after this. If not, hey, good best of luck,
God bless.
you know what I mean?" So I felt like she made the right move for her at that time. So because you got to make these moves at this point because we're close to the end. So it's every man for themselves. So you got to do what's best for your game.
I mean, I wonder why they didn't just throw Turbo and Nani down. Cause why not just if they're the ones that, and that's what I would have said as Turbo and Nani. I would have been like, let me go down there. They want to steal my star, let them steal it fair and square. Legit. That's what I would have said. I don't know if that's just me. That would have been my strategy.
That makes sense. That 100% agree with you on that. Let's let's duke it out. But you
You
know,
want my star so bad, beat me.
right. You want to come get it because at this point in the game, your mentality should be if I go in, you going home. I mean, it's not no question about it. It's no like I want to avoid it. At some point, you're going in. You have to have that mentality. And just like I was telling people, you have to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So when your number is called, you ready to go in. Because if you're not and you off board, uh, we got your ticket home. So good luck.
We can send your ass home just as fast. So, and that's probably what I would have done if I were Nani and Turbo. I would have gone to Davon and been like, Davon and Shane have been like, hey, I'm willing to go down there. They want to steal my star. I'd rather fight for it. If they want to, I'm not going to just give it to them. I'd rather, go in and get sent home by a team. So if they want to go in against us, let's do it. But again, it is what it is. What happened happened. Okay, so let's talk about the elimination then. I liked it. I thought it was cute. I mean, best way, and I probably most people don't think it's cute, but I think it was fun. Um, and it is very much teamwork, and hand and eye coordination. Because had they dropped that rope at any point, can it be reset? Or are you done? Like at the amount of balloons that you have. Um, and you just see the focus on like, um, what's her face? Melissa's face. She was like, I fucking got this. And it was actually quite close. I wasn't expecting it to be as close as it was. But I really enjoyed um the elegance of it. It was different. And it wasn't boring, which I actually really liked. Because a lot of these challenges got really boring to watch.
Yeah, they have, and they've kind of lacked that this season. I don't know if it's gonna survive another season like this because they're gonna have to improve on these challenges as well as elimination. But I enjoyed this elimination, especially when it was actually closer than it was. It came down to the last balloon, and lo and behold, Melissa and Nicole came out on top. Veronica and Katie, they did their thing though. I gotta give them they props. They were close to winning the whole thing. So Veronica ain't done just quite yet, but for this season, she is done. So it was a pound for pound good elimination between two good competitors, especially with Nicole and Melissa. So Nicole is still in the game, fighting for the money, and Veronica and Katie is being shipped off to home because their time is done. So great elimination. Enjoyed it. Can't wait till next episode because it's getting down to the wire. We definitely know the final is close. If you ain't got a star, you better get it because you will be going home. So
I'm really interested to see how this plays out because of the preview. I want to see what this challenge is because it looks rough. It looked like it's teamwork. Um, and one good thing about these last few challengers, I think other than what's his name? God, I can't think of it. Other than Turbo and Nani actually are really great in a competition. Like they have really good communication skills. I think the only one that's going to have really struggled through this is Sam and Frank because Frank, you can tell, gets very frustrated um, with Sam's lack of abilities, and I think that we're going to see a big blow up, especially because it's looking like, mind you, I may be crazy, but it's looking like this final challenge is going to be rough.
might be. We don't know. I can't
And
wait
then
to see what it is because I think we're gonna get a taste of it in this next episode. But they were carrying something, so I don't know how rough it's going to be. Because I've been through rougher. I know that. So depending on how heavy it was, I'm just trying to figure that out. Because
we're
those
not talking about you. We're talking about the teams in the episode.
we move far past me for a second. But we talking about this next episode, so I can't wait to see it. I really can't. I really can't. So, whatever they're carrying, I don't know if it's heavy. I don't know if it's light.
It looks like
Look like,
logs.
yeah, it look
Like
like light though. It look like it's lightweight.
well, it's not that because the thing is you're thinking about this is going to be an endurance thing,
Right,
and who does absolutely no endurance?
right. Melissa and Nicole, well, Nicole maybe a little bit more.
Melissa, Nicole, uh, Sam is not
Right,
super endurance.
right,
Um, and I think Davon is going to struggle because she's never been really great with endurance situations.
right, right. So,
But I think everybody else is going to be strong. But that's just me.
yeah.
I might be
We
wrong.
definitely will see. Oh, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, Caucus Challenge. We will be live tomorrow, 9 Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Please tune in, ask your questions. We will be answering them live.
What's the YouTube channel for the caucus challenge?
Caucus Challenge. I'm sorry, Dre Media. That's Dre Media. You go Dre Media, you'll find the episodes. Cause I'm on all that. So Dre Media. So go out there, check out Dre Media. Watch the Caucus Challenge. It's out there now. It's episode 2. Cause once we get finished with this and I upload our episode, I'm going to watch it, take my notes. We're gonna have a good discussion tomorrow night. Becky did an excellent job opening it up because I kind of froze up. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of froze. So she kind of took the reins, kind of and introduced it. I gotta say she did an excellent job. I said thank you, Becky. We definitely gonna run it this season. So I can't wait to see what we do over there at Caucus Challenge. So any last words?
Nope. Just check it out. It's definitely an interesting I'm really excited because it's definitely an interesting concept. I mean, the way they're doing it as like uh, so close to how the challenge does things.
Right,
Because I could feasibly see the challenge doing something like they did on that first episode.
right.
Because that's actually, now mind you, it would probably be a lot more intense and
Yeah. Well,
and bigger items,
right.
but not just little, because basically they had to stack
Yeah.
those little bars,
That was
but
so
but I could see them doing it differently, like here's a cement block, run with it.
right.
But
That's, yeah.
but that's crazy. But I really enjoy the concept. I like the way they're making it work. And I think that a lot of people who enjoy the challenge would actually really like watching it.
Yeah.
The personalities are big and they're fun. We will be inviting a couple of members every live. So, we do go live. We do try and watch the comments. So if you guys have questions and items like that, obviously watch us live and put that in there. We want to make it big because I
Yeah.
think this deserves a lot it deserves more spotlight. I think it's a really great concept and
Yeah.
I think they're doing a really great job. And mind you, they have a lot of seasons.
Yes,
So
they do, and I've been kind of watching the numbers, and they are rolling, and I've been watching my numbers too, so it has been increasing. So, also, I cannot forget Love War and Challenges. Thank you for the shout out, Malik. Hey, you got to come back on. We got to get you on now, Malik.
well, maybe Malik can come on the Caucus Challenge
Malik.
after show with us.
Right. So Malik, you gotta come, man. We gotta have you on. Especially thank you for the shout outs, man, because definitely been peeping that for sure. Definitely. Hey, we gotta get back together. We gotta get the band back together. Bring all y'all on so we can go ahead and do an episode together again. So miss y'all over there. But big ups to Love War and Challenge. So I miss y'all over there. So with that said, you can reach us for the love of the challenge, Gift Master Beck. You can reach her at Gift Master Bex over there at what is it? Twitter.
Instagram and Twitter. I am Gift Master Bex.
Gift Master Bex. And so there you have it. So see y'all tomorrow. On the flip side, those who are gonna be watching the Caucus Challenge, please tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time. So with that said, see you when I see you. Peace.